Man, I can't stand to listen to Michelle Obama, man. She makes me sick, dude. I seriously just can't stand her, man. I don't like her at all. I extremely dislike her, man. She's such a race baiter, man. All she ever does, man, in my opinion, when she does these sensational headlines, is she talks about race. You know, man, ignorance on this planet, man, that are wired the way they are, it's all race to them, man. It's all this medieval, like, race, and then the white folks were running from us, and they're still running because we're black, and they're white, and the whites and the blacks, and the whites, when we moved into the neighborhood, the whites were running from us, and they still are. They're running because they're so intimidated by us because we're so superior. My husband is the president, or was, and the white people, the whites, they were running from us, and they continue to run. Run, white people. Yes, they run from us because we're the Obamas. It's like, really? And then people cheer her on. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, she's so intellectual. She's so on top of everything race relations in America. Oh my gosh, she's so good at talking about the whites and how they run from the black Obamas. And when they moved into Chicago, that is the black Obamas, the other people other than the Obamas who were the whites, they ran from them. It's like, why is she always talking about that shit, man? Why? You know why? Because she's an Al Sharpton, and Al Sharpton is a Michelle Obama. They're all the same person, man. They're all the same medieval mentality. It's all, if you start talking about race, then you will get an audience. You can, as long as you talk about race, you will get an audience. Oh, poor folks who are oppressed by the white establishment. Yes, you're so downtrodden because when you moved in, the white folks, they were the oppressors. And what do oppressors do? Well, they go away from the blacks, and they walk away, and they run at some point, and they just to keep a running, those white folks said, we won't have anything to do with these blacks on the Chicago side of things. Heck no, we got to get up away from these blacks. Yeah, and then people are like, oh, that's so terrible. Why wouldn't the whites want to be around the blacks? Why wouldn't the whites want to be around the Obamas? The Obamas must be really important people. And shame on those whites that ran up out of there when those powerful and illustrious blacks, those are the Obamas, moved in. Shame on those whites. And then she gets her audience and people cheer her on. Yeah, I apologize for all of your plight and everything that's happened to you in your lifetime when you've never been proud of your country. I can understand why you've never been proud of your country, Michelle. Your hair's so pretty. Your hair's so pretty. Yeah, I can understand how you've been oppressed by white people who have been running from you your whole life. Whenever you and your family move in, you're so race superior. They should stick around, but they don't. They go a-running, and I feel really bad for y'all. Man, you know, I always say, man, when you look at medieval times and the stuff that the Greeks and the Romans were doing, man, it's no different than today, man. You know, these Obamas, they're dastardly. They are just diabolical, man. And they will say and do anything to get brownie points from apologists, you know, the people who feel so sorry for them. You know, oh, so sorry for your family, Michelle and Barack. The way those white folks just keep a-running from y'alls. Oh, we do sympathize with you. You know, condolences to your family. Man, you know, it's so sycophantic. It's so disgusting. And it's so despicable. You know, just playing the race card, the race baiter card. One play, one hand after another. It's despicable, man. It really is. And I could stop there, but I'm not going to. I'm One Sir Grove. OSG. OSGOE, one Sir Grove, of EVT, and England. So, for those of y'all who don't know, I'm mixed race, just like Hussein Obama. I'm mixed 50-50. But you don't see me having a wife, number one, and you don't see me having a wife, number two, who blabs about the race baiter card. Oh yeah, white folks, let's start a conversation about how white folks are so much different from us black folk. Yeah, white folks, they just to keep a running from us. I mean, dude, how fucking stupid can you possibly be? Seriously, in the context of international relations, politics, sociology, society in general, just from through the lens of like pure intellectualism. How the fuck can she even be thought of as an intellectual? Who says shit that is that fucking spastic and rejected? Yeah, white folks, you know, they're afraid of us. That's why they run when we move into neighborhoods. No, you know why they leave? You know why they leave? It's because of the shit that you do to America. You specifically. You and your husband. It's the type of shit you do with your schemes, your con jobs, your scams, your connivery. Oh, affordable health care for all? You mean a program that's going to triple the amount of money that some people are currently paying for their already overpriced health care? And on top of that, you're going to create a website that doesn't even work properly? Sounds like a sham to me, but okay, I'll play along with it because you're the Obamas. And I saw those kids on TV that were doing that chant. Obama, Obama, Obama. Yeah, you guys, I like you. You guys are kind of like spiritual leaders to me. Oh, and I remember you were, Jeremiah Wright was Barack's mentor. He's the one that said all of those really, nasty things about America. But I feel the same way. So I'm gonna subscribe and hit that like button and smash that bell. You know, man, these people are so brainwashed, man. These people are so followy, and they'll go along with anything, man. They'll go along with anything. Oh, Michelle, your hair's so pretty. Yeah, I liked it. Man, this female, she told me, she said, yeah, I think she's pretty. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure the devil can manifest in any form that you would like that appeals to your senses. I'm not saying that Michelle Obama's the devil. I'm just saying that she's definitely in league with the devil, Satan, in my opinion. Absolutely, 100%. And so is her husband. They're completely nefarious entities. 100%. Absolutely. Lying, thieving, conniving, conning, artistry. It's all a con job with these individuals. Man, you know, the fact that they've built up such a brainwashed population, subset of the U.S. population, that just goes along with anything and everything. You know, because look, she knows she can't say these ridiculous things every day. So she meters them out. And she waits and she sits and she anticipates and she calculates. And then guess who she's got to go after? White people. Oh yeah, she's got to go after the white folks. You know why? Because that's been the problem her whole miserable life, that she was never proud of America. The whole big problem in Michelle Obama's life, it's always and forever been that chip on her shoulder that equates to, that amounts to, that's right, white folks. The problem has always been white folks with her and her husband, and it's all dressed up to make it look like they're about unity and unifying. But you know what? They were the most divisive family in terms of polarization of politics in America. And then they tried to play the same card that Hillary Clinton and Dianne Feinstein, and Nancy Pelosi and Eric Holder and Maxine Dirty Waters and Lois Farrakhan, Al Punkton, all of them. Jimmy Carter, Jesse Jackson. They had to play the same game that they all play, man. And that is pin the tail on what they want you to think is the donkey. Oh, no, it's Donald Trump. He's the one who's divisive. He's the one that divides us. He's the one that divides America. He's the most divisive. No, you are, Michelle Obama. So is your husband and everyone that I just mentioned. Whereas Donald Trump is actually trying to do the right thing and make America great again, because it has been great, and we're going to make it great again without your politics involved.